Hey there, folks. Welcome to Nome and Beyond. So, before we begin, a few words about this video as we kind of Groundhog's Day our way through the entrance of this Target here. So, recently, my wife and I went down to Wisconsin to get a puppy and visit family. During that time, we did some shopping, and I thought it'd be interesting to do a real comparison against cost of groceries in the lower 48, particularly a mid-sized town in Wisconsin, namely Eau Claire, and what those same groceries would cost here in Nome, Alaska. So here it is, a real comparison of what it costs to buy these groceries in Wisconsin versus here in Nome, Alaska. So for some of these, I'm going to do a voiceover because the audio is kind of bad because I used my my GoPro. But here you can see back in Wisconsin, your regular oranges and clementines are like $4.69 per package. Whereas back here in Nome, a bag of oranges is $10. What about apples? Let's take a look at apples here. Honey Crisp, $2.49 a pound. $2.49 a pound. Honey Crisp, $5.49 a pound. This one's pretty crazy. Pineapples for $2.39. And back in Nome, $10.99. Here's one we get a lot of. Bagged vegetables, $2.59 per package. And these ones are a staple of our diet. We eat these bagged vegetables all the time. And here in Nome, they're $4.49 a bag.
Finally, they're the fruits we eat for dessert. Wonderful fruits like apples, bananas, peaches, pears, plums, grapes, and many others.
How about canned tuna? So it's a little hard to see, but what I can compare to back in Nome is the $1.90 or $1.69 Star Kiss there. It's up on the second shelf here, and there it is, $3.99 a can. So back down in Minnesota, a can of Progresso is $1.79. Can of Campbell's is $1.89. Here in Nome, can of Progresso is $5.49 and Campbell's is $4.29. Quite the difference. Ooh, ramen. Ramen, beef, regular bomb, and noodles, 29 cents a piece. Not a lot of them on the shelves, but they're only 29 cents a piece. Back here in Nome, they're 59 cents a piece. And then you got pasta sauce, which is all $2.69, $3. You know, they're all, unless you go with this kind of top shelf stuff, well, a couple of bucks, a few bucks per bottle. Same thing for the Alfredo sauce, about $2, $2 to $3. And in here back in Nome, average is around $6. Some of them are really expensive on the top shelf, some of them are cheaper, so $6. I like my ramen noodles, got my ramen noodles, eat my ramen noodles, cause they're so dang good. And the pasta itself, if you get the brand, the Good and Gather, the Target brand, 99 cents. 99 cents. Here in Nome, we're looking at about $1.99, and that's for the store brand. And then back in Wisconsin, we got brown rice for $3.89 and regular rice for $3.19. That's a bagged rice, which we were looking at back down there. $9.99 for those larger bags of rice. Hey, here we got the cereal aisle. Let's check what? Let's check with Cheerios. Cheerios are probably your common everywhere cereal. So you got Honey Nut on sale for $3.79. Same thing with the regular, and those are family size. Alright, so let's take a look here. Where are they? I got some Cheerios. There's some Cheerios. Those aren't what I'm looking for. Here we go. So $7.99 for regular Cheerios and $8.99 for the Honey Nut family size. Bag coffee, like non-ground, $8.29. Cameron's $5.79. So it seems like it's anywhere between six and I don't know, $10 somewhere in there. Probably average around $8 for one of those smaller size bottles. What am I talking about? Bottles, bags. Anyway, $8.99 for the store brand stuff here. $13.99 for the Starbucks stuff. So a little more expensive than it was down in the lower 48, but I don't think it's completely unreasonable. Anyway.
An out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios.
How about packaged chicken? £2.19 for $11.50. So chicken is an interesting one. It's not always on the shelves here. It goes for about $5.99 a pound for the chicken breast. And when it's in, we generally stock up on a couple of packages of it. We got burger here. Do we got burger? I think I walked past it maybe. Yeah, here we go, burger. You can get 80/20, 2 pounds, $10.59. There you go. And then the burger. Remember we had the 80/20 there? So they've bumped theirs to 85.15, which they didn't used to have, and it is the glare there. $9.99 a pound. Here's something we get because we're keto. Low carb flour tortillas for $4.79. Well, there's none on the shelves. This is where we get those tortillas. Oh, where are they? Low carb, carb balanced tortillas. $9.39. They're often not on the shelf here. Generally speaking, they aren't stocked. Well, here's one. We got to check this out. How much is salmon here versus there? So they got just plain Alaskan sockeye salmon fillets. Package here, 16 ounces or a pound for $20.99. Now that's going to be an interesting one to compare. Salmon fillets. Salmon fillets here, like $10.99. $10.99 versus the 20 some, although I think this is pink salmon and not sockeye, which would probably make a big difference. Sockeye tend to be more oil rich. So
wake up, fellas!
let me get your chips. These kinds of things I think are interesting, because these are very much a luxury kind of thing. You know, you don't really need to buy bags of chips. So let's take a look at Doritos. They're probably the best brand. Or you get Cheez-Its, family size, $4.79, $3.19 for regular size Cheez-Its. And then when we do snack, these being one of our favorites, the family size box is $10.99 up here in Nome. Doritos, here we go. $3.99 or 2 for $6 for Doritos. Ah, there you go, huh? So then moving down the aisle to the Doritos section. Looks like bags of Dorito here are around $7.49 a bag. Doritos, not singular. Let's take a look at some ice cream. Here we go. What about like just a regular tub of ice cream? $4.59 for, what is that size? I don't know, the normal kind of size of ice cream. $4.19 or $29. And the amount of choices they have. Ice cream just goes on and on. So here, a quart of ice cream, $9.99, or the store brand frozen yogurt stuff, $8.99. Then Ben & Jerry's pints, $9.99. Frozen pizzas, here's a good one. DiGiorno Rising Crust, $6.49. This is my dinner last night. In Nome, they are $10.99.
Take a big dip of Big Dip, 'cause Big Dip's so good to eat.
I'll say it is.
Eggs for kind of the cage-free large brown, $2.79, or just your regular eggs, $2.59 for a dozen. So a carton of eggs. What is that? For 18 eggs, it's $8.99, otherwise $6.99 for a dozen large. So your milk, average milk here, let's take a look. So a gallon of milk here, whole milk, $3.79 for all of it's $3.79. Oh, 2% is $3.29. It always seems like milk is on these cost of living videos from Alaska. Well, anyway, here in Nome, it's $5.99 a gallon. So next we have the laundry stuff. The selection here in Nome is much less than it was back in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. But there it's about $12.99 for your kind of normal, I don't know, family size bucket detergent. So we looked at Tide and stuff down there. Like $23.89 for a regular thing of Tide. Here we go, paper products. Toilet paper. Let's see what we got. There's like Charmin or whatever. Here we go. Cottonelle. 18 pack. An 18 pack, $16.49 of Cottonelle. Or Charmin. Let's go take a look at Charmin. Charmin 18 pack. $18.79. So here I could only compare it against a 12 pack of toilet paper, and here it's 12 pack is $27.59. So that's a huge increase in less product. You know, taking a look at paper towels. Let's look at Bounty. Big ass thing of Bounty. $29.99 or $20.99. Paper products. This one's kind of an interesting experiment. Ooh, look at this. They're all stocked up too. They aren't always stocked up, so they got like an 8 count. Bounty. What we got down here? $34.49.
Now there's a new type designed just for you type to get out the dirt kids get into.
Hey, so we got liquor here. Let's find. It's kind of your general beer. They got these Trulies. These White Claws are popular there. $9.99 for this White Claw stuff. For a 6-pack of the White Claw. We were talking about White Claw. White Claw, $16.99. People like that stuff for some reason. They don't have Line and Kugels. They don't have New Glarus. That's all Wisconsin stuff. But here we go. Let's look at Coors Light. Case of Coors Light for $18.99. And regular cases of beer, $43.99 for Coors Light for a 30-pack. That's about the same for any other case of beer here. About $18.99 unless you go some of the cheaper brands like Milwaukee's Best and stuff. How about wine? Well, here's booze. Let's take a look at booze. Tito's vodka. Smirnoff vodka, $14.99. We can find Smirnoff up there. Kettle One, $30.99. Stoli's, $20.99. Bombay Sapphire, $29.99. So I didn't call out the cost of Tito's vodka, just a regular fifth. It was $19.99 back in Eau Claire. Here it's $30.99. Then Bombay Sapphire back there, $29.99 for the big bottle and $67.99 here in Nome. Well, let's find some regular wine. Regular wine, regular wine, regular wine. Oh, just some normal wine. So here I am wandering around looking for wine. It kind of shows the amount of wines down in the lower 48. Oh, what brands do we have up there? Barefoot, here we go. They have Barefoot up there. Cupcake and Barefoot. $6.99, $9.99. Yellowtail, $6.99. That gives us kind of an idea. These Kendall Jacksons, they have that, $14.99. So these are all under $15 for sure. Some of them under $10. So we got that to compare against. So your cupcake here, comparable without the club card, is like $11.99, and then your average cost of wine overall, I thought it was about $15, but looking at it again, it's probably around $18 to $20 a bottle of wine.
Klondike, tea tight, and the bar for men both brave and bold. It warms my heart to serve them all, the ale with brewer's gold. Enjoy that golden flavor, true ale flavor.
So there you go. That gives you kind of a breakdown of the cost of items, kind of normal grocery items down in the lower 48 versus here up in Nome, Alaska. Some of them were probably rather surprising. Some of them maybe not so much. I think what really drives the cost of stuff up is weight and bulk. Because you have to take those into account when you're trying to fit stuff into a plane when it comes to bulk, and when you're trying not to, or when the plane, if I could speak, when the plane needs to meet a certain weight limit. And I think in some cases some of this stuff comes up on the passenger planes as cargo. I don't know that it all comes in on planes that are specific to that. Some of it might, but I don't know that it all does that. So anyway, there you go. There's a comparison. And that was my chair. I did not fart, I promise. There's a comparison of prices in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and the prices up here in Nome, Alaska. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe if you want, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hi. 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 Hi.